Hey guys, it's Two Mice and Pie, and I'm bringing you a deck that I'm currently calling Diabolic Wish, just based off of the Wish spells and Diabolic Tutor. It's a cute name. It's a Gate Control deck, so I've typed in Gate Control up here at the top. But notice, even though it's a Guildgate deck, I'm not running any of the Gatebreaker Rams or Gate Colossi or any of that stuff. I am running Gates Ablaze, Guild Summit, and some Archway Angels. So really quick breakdown of the deck. Make the sideboard thing go away so we can see the lands. So I've got some of the control elements over here. We've got 2 Negates, 3 Dovin's Vetoes, 3 Vraska's Contempts, 4 Growth Spiral, 4 Guild Summits, 3 Masterminds. These are our card advantage engine. Then here in the middle, we've got 6 different cards representing a ton of board wipes. We're trying to wipe the board as much as possible. Cry the Carnarium is pretty decent. Settle the Wreckage could be better, but it works in some scenarios. Ritual of Soot, again, this is a best of 1 deck, so, you know, that's sweepy. Gates Ablaze, there are a few decks where it doesn't really line up, some of the mono green and whatever else, but for most stuff in standard, it's doing pretty well. Deafening Clarion's another just pretty decent board wipe. Combining Cry the Carnarium and Deafening Clarion sometimes in the later game will take care of some threats that wouldn't necessarily be gotten rid of, whatever. I got 2 Cleansing Novas because Cleansing Nova. Very rarely do I use the all artifacts and enchantments, and it does non-bow a little bit with our Guild Summit, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's got 1 Archway Angel in the main. I also, obviously you can see there's another Archway Angel. I have 1 in the sideboard as well. I haven't run this exact version. I had 2 in the sideboard before when I was testing it, but I've cut that because it doesn't seem to matter. I don't usually need to have all 3 going, and if I do, then it's usually a lost cause anyway. Guildgates, this is the way that I dropped out my Guildgates. You can drop them in however you like. I think this is the way that it works, just based off of my mana, and maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I'm always wrong. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, sideboard, we've got an Elderspell for when we get overrun by Planeswalkers. And yeah, it is a best of 1 deck, but because we have Mastermind's acquisition, we can get to the sideboard, so whatever. Against Mill, getting that Guy's Blessing is it's pretty good. You need 2 of them to actually like make that work, but getting a Guy's Blessing in and a Clear the Mind and that sort of thing can really help not lose to Mill. Narset, I just brought this one in. I haven't played with it in this exact version, but it's in here for reasons. Also, if you're playing this deck and they get Narset down early, like turn 3, and you don't hit a Vraska's Contempt and you have Guild Summit, you're gonna be a really sad panda. It happens. Brought in Recollect for shenanigans. The big meat of the deck, though, is down here. So 1 Archway Angel is, again, just part of the survival package. So Fall of Thran plus 1,000 Year Storm plus Omniscience. Like, those 3 on the board make it so that our opponent is going to have a bad time. Other than that, Niv Mizzet is the actual win con if you really want to get like weird about it and like win the game. Niv Mizzet will do it, or you can just mill your opponent out as you have these 2. The other big thing, emergency powers. Emergency powers plus Narset means that our opponent doesn't draw any lands, doesn't draw any cards. So you follow Thran with Omniscience out, so then they lose all of their lands. Then you emergency powers to shuffle everything back in, meaning they can't pull any lands out of the graveyard. I don't know why that keeps going away. And then Narset to stop them from drawing. So they'll be down to 1 card in hand, nothing on the board, nothing in the hand, basically, you know, just the 1 card. And then Sanguine Sacrament, that's the other big one. I like Immortal Sun as well. It also helps shut off Planeswalkers. It's not really worth mentioning, but it helps shut off Planeswalkers, and then it draws you an extra card each turn and makes your stuff a little bit cheaper. So Immortal Sun's not bad, but it's nothing like, it's just shiny. I used to have 2 of these in the sideboard as well, but I've made some cuts. Sanguine Sacrament, I don't know. I think that it's pretty great sometimes, especially when you're like 700 life. All right, cool. So Let's save the changes that I made, and let's get to going.